Mamas, so today we will be discussing the oral glucose tolerance test during your second trimester and what this means and how can you get the results. The oral glucose tolerance test was the gold standard for making the diagnosis for type 2 diabetes, but that is no more. However, it is commonly used during pregnancy for diagnosing gestational diabetes. With an oral glucose tolerance test, the person who takes the test needs to fast overnight for about 8 hours, but no more than 16 hours. Then, the next morning, the fasting plasma glucose is tested. And after this test, the person receives a dose of oral glucose. That dose depends upon the length of the test, and there are several methods employed by the OB to do this test. But the one described here is standard. Usually, the glucose is in a sweet-tasting liquid that the pregnant woman drinks, and then blood samples are taken up to about 4 times at different time points after consumption of the sugar to measure the blood glucose. So how reliable is the glucose tolerance test? Well, in order to give reliable results, the person must be in good health and not have any other underlying illnesses like a common cold or blood pressure problems. And the person should be normally active, not laying down, for example, as like an inpatient in a hospital. And they should not be taking any medications that could affect the blood glucose. This includes steroids. And in preparation for the oral glucose tolerance test, the pregnant woman must eat and drink as they normally would. And then the morning of the test, the person should not smoke or consume caffeine. And what does that glucose tolerance test measure? Well, the classic oral glucose tolerance test measures blood glucose levels 5 times over a period of 3 hours. Some physicians simply take a baseline blood sample followed by a sample 2 hours after drinking the glucose solution. And in a person without diabetes, the glucose levels rise and then fall quickly. And if someone with diabetes, the glucose levels rise higher than normal and they fail to come back down as fast. So people with glucose levels between normal and diabetic levels have so-called impaired glucose tolerance, which is known as IGT. And people with impaired glucose tolerance do not necessarily have diabetes. Each year, 5 to 10% of people whose test results show impaired glucose tolerance activity actually do develop diabetes, and weight loss and exercise may help people with impaired glucose tolerance return to their normal glucose levels. In addition, some physicians advocate the use of medications such as metformin or other medications to help prevent or delay the onset of overt diabetes. And studies do show that impaired glucose tolerance itself may be a risk factor for the development of heart disease, high blood pressure, and whether impaired glucose tolerance turns out to be an entity that deserves treatment itself is something physicians are currently debating. So, mama, if you are one of those people who have a higher than level glucose level after you drink the solution and get tested at your doctor's office, if your plasma glucose is less than 126, I think you should be in the clear. But if it's higher than 140, you may have pre-diabetes during your pregnancy. So your doctor is just going to want to check your blood sugars about 4 times a day before and after meals, see if they spike or see if they come back down. And sometimes your doctor might do a second round of testing of the oral glucose test before you actually have to go home and stick your finger and prick it yourself to get your numbers. So just be positive, be patient with it. It's a very up and down wave during your pregnancy because your glucose levels can change during pregnancy. So it's totally fine if it is over the normal. You will continue to be monitored by your doctors, by your OB. You can of course eat, so don't worry about that. Maybe you need to kind of modify your diet, but just keep in mind that your doctor is the number one person you're going to discuss all this with. And as mentioned previously, this test does not diagnose the diabetes, but it can diagnose gestational diabetes. So if you do have a higher than normal level, go ahead and speak to your doctor, ask lots of questions. If you are between 24 to 28 weeks of gestation and you are going through this, your doctor is the number one person to help you. And you can follow a new diet plan and you will be okay, mama. And if your numbers are normal, you don't have gestational diabetes, so go ahead and just resume your pregnancy as normal. Eat, drink, have fun, and you'll get to meet your baby soon enough.